ones that's both a vent and a fan.
Oh, yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
One of those.
Mm-hmm.
Doing a vlog.
Oh, it's like a nightlight.
It's like that. It's not supposed to be that though. But yeah. Yeah. Bathroom talk. Real bathroom talk. Evangelion.
Okay, we watched all of Eva and End of Eva 2, and now I understand Eva more than I did before, a lot more.
You were lukewarm on the show.
Yeah, it's a good show. It's slow and dry, but still good. It's not as fast and childlike as Steven Universe, but it's good.
I wouldn't call it dry. I would say slow though. I would say yeah, it's slow.
It gets less dry as it gets closer to the end.
What do you mean by dryness?
That's another difference between you and I think that I don't like giant robot stuff very much.
I adore giant robots.
I know, yeah. That's why I kind of tuned out for most of the show the first time, because the first half is just giant robots. Then when we got into the more fun psychological stuff,
there's one robot in Evangelion. There is one giant robot in Evangelion.
Technically, yeah.
Evangelion are not giant robots. They're Evangelion.
They're clone giant gods that have armor on. Yeah.
They're cyborgs.
Oh, that's cool.
They're just cyborgs. They're just 60-story tall
It's weird
cyborgs.
that makes it better for me, honestly. Like, it makes it cooler. I'm just like, yeah, they're cyborgs.
You have no idea.
Yeah. Alright, here we back with our pizza talk. Not sponsored by Pizza Guy. My final verdict on the show. It's a very good show. You just gotta get past all of the pseudoscience and some of the pseudo-philosophy in the beginning and pay attention to like their real importance.
So when you say the pseudo-philosophy in the beginning, what exactly?
Maybe not pseudo-philosophy, it is like philosophy, but it's not integral to the plot in a way. Because there's stuff that's integral to the plot and the characters, such as, you know, him being lonely and stuff. But there's other stuff like such as like open-ended, like, God, it was this, and how come we're doing this? Or stuff like that where it's not quite essential to characters.
Oh, okay,
you know what I'm saying? Like that. Same with the science.
Like Gendo's philosophy stuff. Like all I would say all philosophy that has to deal with like Gendo either talking about philosophy with Fuyutsuki or any of that. That's not
exactly.
really does anything for
Or it helps enhance it, but it's not integral. But you only know that it enhances it afterwards while you're watching. It just kind of sound, and you don't know what's going to happen afterwards. It kind of sounds just pretentious in a way.
Yeah, because I remember the one scene where Shinji's trying to figure out why the angels are attacking. And it's like Rei says something like, man has power to build things and that's why the angels fear us, or something that point. And like at the time it's like, oh yeah, that's but me as I watch the show, it's like, oh wow, that's actually a pretty good parallel because the fruits and whatnot. But that's pretty much the one scene that stands out when it comes to the philosophy in the beginning of the show. I can see that.
It's like what's like red herring in a way, where it kind of throws you off the path a little bit. At least when I was watching it. But once you realize that kind of stuff like that plays a bigger role in the plot overall, and explain everything, it's pretty good. It makes sense.
I find it funny because like all the philosophy done by the Illuminati organization, and Gendo and Fuyutsuki and these big brained guys, it's like, oh, this is dumb. But then you got Shinji and like Rei and Asuka going through actual like, it's not philosophy, but they're coming to like these conundrums that philosophers try to figure out constantly. It's like, these children are better at being philosophers than you guys are.
Oh, the one thing I do like about it is always its atmosphere. Because, like, it has just this feeling in a way of promise in a way. Like, that everyone's life is going to, like, get past this. It does the thing that, like, if you were doing it in a lesser way, would be like, this is my last day on the job. Hope nothing bad happens. It is that, but in a less obvious way, in a more subtle way. Where it's just, like, there's a lot of promise there in a way. But it doesn't go right and everything dies.
It's kind of talked about, like, the angels aren't going to keep coming forever, so there will be an afterwards.
Yeah, and there's little promises of, like, what's his name of his friend who punched him in the beginning.
Toji.
Yeah, Toji and that one girlfriend. Just, like, stuff like that where it's like, oh, something might come of this.
Okay.
But there isn't, because you know that on a meta level because there's only 26 episodes.
It's like, not shonen. Shonen.
It has a lot of promise and it's nice, but you know deep down it's not going to amount to anything. And that's what kind of fills you with a sense of like,
There's
no.
There's not going to be a time skip. Shinji's son Boruto running around.
The only possible good way that could have ended is if he just killed the angels, and I don't even know.
If he killed the angels, like, he'd have no reason to be around any of those people anymore.
Yeah, the ending of that show is not the generic expected ending, would you say?
Of Eva?
Yeah. Like, overall, like, not just like him finding acceptance, but like with the whole like third impact.
Third impact.
That's not the expected way it would go, would you not say?
Okay, so the thing about Gainax
Uh-huh.
is they're known for doing endings like that.
Oh, really?
So, I don't know, I think that might have been expected, but this was 95, I think. So this might have been early before they were known for that.
3-act structure where it's like you introduce the hero and the problem or whatever. Mid-plot is where everything looks like it's going to go wrong. Everything's possibly going to like end terribly and horribly. And then they, against all odds, find a way to beat the odds, save the day, get what they needed to get done, you know?
So with Eva, I find you could separate that 3-act structure, not on the plot itself, but on the character himself. Because like Shinji's like in the like, and his second act and third act happen back to back.
Yeah, where he kills.
And he has a couple second acts. It's a couple of times when he's like at his lowest low, but that's it's a show with episodes. Like you kind of have to have that anyway. But you could tell like first act, like oh he's going good, and he's actually like developing in the first act. He has many second acts. He freaks out, but he comes out of that, and like you can see over the course of the show, he actually is developing a sense of will. But then the real second act of his character occurs when he kills Kawaru.
We had a giant second act. Like main second act where he loses all faith and stuff like that, crisis.
And then his third act, as often happens, is like the last like conflict of the show, the conclusion. Anyway.
And he feels
self-determined.
Yeah.
Agency is
which is the whole moral of the story, which is you need to like stand for yourself a bit. You can't rely on other people constantly.
Either for help or even like validation.
Yeah. That's what I like about it is that there's with those 3-act structure, they do the 3-act structure. They just do it differently than most things do it because most of the time it's happy day, you know, everything's happy. But he gets his ending, and in a way it is a happy ending because of the fact he gets to
it's a very happy ending.
Yeah.
For Shinji's character.
Yeah.
His character, not
the world, because the world ends and like most things don't want to do that because then there's not room for sequels in a way most of the time. Because where do you go from ending the world in a way?
I'd say it's perfectly outlined where the world goes next in Eva. He straight up says like if people want to be in Fantasyland, they could be in Fantasyland. But if they accept the world of pain and suffering, they could come out of that and be strong individuals. And that's the thing. The
world is not for the weak. Stay in the blood ocean.
In this world that I have created, you will live by my rules. I kind of imagine it being similar to Fist of the North Star. You ever heard of that?
Yes! Why?
Thematically, and maybe a bit literally as well, where it's a world predicated by strength for surviving, and only strength. It's a weird thing because Shinji's thing is, like, whole thing is about character weakness, but at the end he comes out as a strong individual. How strong, you never actually see, but you understand his thought process, and the first thing he's rearing to kill someone, so and that's just my imagining of like what the world afterwards, like it would be one predicated on like maybe predation, which is a weird thing because like that world, I'm gonna take back what I just said, it's like it's not a happy ending.
It's not as bad as it could have been.
Yeah, because like it could have been everyone's dead, no one wins, the angels won, Seele wins, Gendo wins, and like all those are bad case scenarios.
Would it have been bad if the Sexku took over and everyone was just in the primordial ooze on Earth, or no?
Well, those would be worlds created via the understanding of Rei. So no, that would not be.
Oh, so Rei would have been the almighty like God.
Yes, and she would try to give humanity the worlds they want through her eyes, which would be...
just constantly being with the person that you like.
Yes. Like, she wouldn't even understand the fantasy world that she created for Shinji, because that took 40 minutes of questioning to try to get her to figure that out. Because that's what I, like... All that you could see it as Rei trying to figure something out.
She's trying. So all the what's it called
all the character analysis.
Yeah, and the existential crises and stuff like that was her trying to extrapolate data on
like how would Shinji's ideal world
look so that she could make it for him. Okay, so everyone went through that.
Every single person went through that because Rei wanted to give Shinji the best thing, and he said everyone should have what they want. And he wanted to actually be free.
Rei's pretty nice then, huh?
She liked him. And like in the manga, she loved him. Like it was actual like... But at it's like, yeah, and like, but she's a different person. Like,
what did Gendo want? He wanted to obviously be with Yui and stuff, but what would have happened to everyone else though?
It would have been.
Wait, sorry. Actually, let me start from the beginning. What would have happened from him shooting what's her face and no clipping, and what would have happened from there? No clip. She became Adam, or she got Adam.
They would have both merged with Lilith, and Rey would probably either try to turn over the power to him or try to extrapolate through him what world he would have wanted. He would have gone through what Shinji went through.
Oh no!
It would have been a world centralized around him though, and like in the manga, he says, "I want to be worth so much to people that I'll never be abandoned." So honestly, he probably would have ended up like a king. Like there's a.
So she would have extrapolated all the information that she did, but she did that
she wouldn't
anyway,
go. She wouldn't go through every single person though, because that's what Shinji wanted. She wanted like people to live in the worlds they wanted to, and if they accept the actual world, then they could crawl out of the sea. But Gendo it's all about him.
But didn't that happen anyways to Gendo though? Because Shinji wanted that to happen to everyone.
Yes.
So
Gendo does win.
Yeah,
Sayla does win, but at the same time. And also, Yui gets what she wants. She wanted to be proof that mankind existed at some point, which, okay.
And she went off into space.
She went off into space.
So it was a happy ending.
But the thing with Souls is...
It just looked really scary.
Cosmic tomfoolery.
Red oceans and like giant...
Blood ocean.
Yeah.
This is the world now.
Yeah.
This is fine. This is okay.
What a happy ending.
This is fine.
I think the thing I like about the show, though, is that, as I was saying, like, it started to get better towards the end, but it kind of did a cool thing where it's like, it leaves you still wanting more in a way, because it's like, it ended as it was getting cool. And I just want to see what Shinji does in that kind of messed up world that he's in, where everything's all red and messed up.
He learns the fifth of the North Star.
You're already.
It's an enemy stand!
So what do you think about Steven Universe so far? We started watching Steven Universe
immediately after it, and we're just...
That's a pretty good segue from one thing to another.
And we're chuckle fucking because of Ava jokes.
Yeah.
But, how many episodes do you think we watched?
Like 15-ish, maybe.
15-ish? Yeah, because they're 11 minutes and they are shorter. That's my main gripe. The episodes are too short for me. I like the ideas they present. I wish they spent a little bit longer with them. And the thing just ending abruptly takes me out of it.
Yeah.
I've talked about that before. But I like it. But as I said, I'm not a fan yet.
Yes.
I want to see those.
You will be.
I want to see those longer episodes. Yeah, there definitely is an Ava fan doing some of the animation work.
Yeah, and the writing. Just like when they start talking about their emotions and breaking down.
Oh yeah,
that's what most people like about the show.
Yeah,
they start talking about their emotions.
That fucking old man episode fucked me up. Him becoming DeVito. Like, yeah, that's fucked up.
That was cool.
Like, that's almost like too fucked up for a kid's show.
Yeah. Like, it gets to that kind of stuff.
Like, you can't call that a kid's show anymore.
Yeah, you get it. It gets to that more.
Okay,
it's great.
Is there any Ava style them sitting in a chair being talked at by people? I want that.
Do you want me to tell you if there is or no?
I just want, just tell me, does that happen? Is Pearl in a chair just like Steven standing there emotionlessly?
There is.
Why do you do this?
Like the rest of the show in a way, there is something like that, but it's not as long as that, where it's like a 2-hour thing. But it does it really well though. It does it really short. It's a little sequence. I don't know. They're not in a chair though, but it's really good.
Okay.
The way because the build up to this. There's like one thing where it's like, these things don't seem quite connected, but it's like it tag teams, and then you're just like, that's good.
And Amethyst coming in with the rape joke.
Honestly, it plateaus in a way where things get as good as that, but not really better than that. But that's personally.
Does it stay consistent from that point?
It doesn't. It's hard. This is why I'm glad we're watching it, because the stupid Cartoon Network love the cartoon. They're not watching. They do the thing where they don't release them for 7.
Wonderful boyish lesbian.
She's bisexual.
She's wonderful.
Her boyfriend does artwork on the show.
Is it Lamar?
There's someone named Lamar.
No, he's the one that I saw a tweet from him. It's like, I drew the hair too small in an episode of Steven Universe. I'll make sure to draw bigger hair. And it's a picture he drew of like Peridot and Bob.
Oh, really?
Bob and whatnot. And they got this big anime hair. Let me find the picture. Horrible.
No, but that guy got his own TV show called OK KO. That one's pretty good too. And they kind of have a little bit similar things, but it's not as Steven Universe as Steven Universe. No, it's hard to tell how the quality is, because like I said, they just take 7-month breaks and they show like 2 episodes. No, yeah, it's hard to determine how the quality is, because
it's a show that already like fucking goes up and down in like tone.
No. At this point, it gets better. Like the tone gets far more consistent.
Okay, because that's what I'm worried
about. Break it up.
That's what I'm worried because we skipped a bunch of episodes. Like,
yeah.
Is this gonna be the whole show?
No.
Okay.
It gets to the point where like each episode is needed.
Okay.
They just take months, just like a season.
Do it normally.
And I'm so
this
mad.
way we've been doing it for 80 years. You're getting mad about it. And that anger for some people will make them drop the fucking show.
Exactly, yeah. I'm just like,
they're calling the weak.
This is a good show.
The world that I have created. Where the strong survive and endure Steven Universe's production schedule.
Alright, you ready to watch some Steven Universe?
Alright.
3 more episodes. We're on the one where Amethyst cracks her gem. I guess we'll talk about that whenever.
Oh, yeah.
And after that is another gem comes in or something.
Oh, another one. Which one?
No one.
Subscribe to Fun Films Productions. Subscribe to Fun Films Productions. Subscribe to Fun Films Productions. Subscribe to Fun Films Productions.